Good morning. Good morning, all. So, good morning, everyone. So, we will start doing derivation on compound or shrunk cylinders. Okay. So, by that, we will try to solve two problems. So, one is on principal stress and strains, and the other one is on compound members. Okay. Yeah. So, let's get start. I will try to share the screen board. Yeah. So yesterday we have discussed about the compound cylinders, right? So, so in that, I think we all came to know. So when we are going to use the compound cylinders to reduce the circumferential stresses, why? Because when the cylinder is subjected to pressure, obviously there will be huge circumferential stresses which develops inside the cylinder, isn't it? So to reduce that, so why? Because when the circumferential stresses are more, so there is a possibility of burst takes place in the cylinder, right? So how can we control that? So it can be controlled in the thin cylinders by wounding that particular cylinder with the help of a wire or a rope, isn't it? So through that we can able to control the bursting of that particular cylinder. So when we try to wind it, so definitely the circumferential stress will get reduced, okay, within the cylinder. Understand? So that's the reason why we're going to use the compound cylinders. So let us calculate what will be your the same Lami's equation which you're going to use here also. But the thing is, here you are going to have three different radius, right? So one will be the internal radius, the other one will be the radius at the common surface, and the other radius will be at outer end, right? So let's do it. Compound or shrunk cylinder. Okay. Yeah. So let me take one cylinder right here. Okay. So this is an outer end. Yeah. So 1 second. Okay. So guys, students, yeah. So this is the cylinder. So where it is wounded with another steel metal or steel cylinder which is on the top. Okay. So wounded means or which is covered with another cylinder. So actually one tube is fitted with another tube and chappachu. Okay. So that is how the compound cylinder was made it here. Okay. So this is an one surface. Okay. And the other one is this. Right. Okay. So if you see, if I cut this section here, okay, so I can see the three layers. Okay, so where the layer can be visual like this to its center. I can see one layer here. I can see the other one, isn't it? So this is the center, right? So this portion is gonna be the one, same material, but which is covered on the parent cylinder. Okay, and the other one is this. Yeah. So this radius will be R1, and from the center to this extent the radius will be R2, and from center radius will be R3 to the outermost layer. Understand? Right? So here also we can represent the same. So this will be R1, this will be R2, and this will be R3. Okay. So here I am considering a cylinder which is not at all subjected to any pressure. Understand? So here the condition is cylinder not subjected to internal pressure. Internal pressure ledu. Okay. So we are going to have two equations here. One, we will make it when the cylinder is not subjected to any kind of pressure internally, and the second one is when the cylinder is subjected to internal pressure. Okay. In that way we are going to solve it. Understand? Okay. So now let us take a cylinder which is not subjected to internal pressure. So by that, here there will be three stresses which are going to be developed, Dhamma. So one will be the final stress, the other one will be the initial stresses, and the other one is the stresses due to internal pressure. Okay. So please try to remember these three. So one will be the final stress. So final stress ante emi ledu. Final stress is the summation of stresses due to internal pressure plus stresses due to initial stresses. Okay. The other one is initial stress, and the other one is stress due to pressure. Understand? So these are the three things which you are going to find out from this particular derivation. Okay. So let me first calculate what is the initial stresses. Okay. Okay. So can anyone tell me, when the cylinder is not subjected to any pressure inside, where the stresses will act? Where the stresses will act, Amma? Can anyone tell me at which radius the stresses will act when the cylinder is not subjected to any kind of pressure internally and externally?
R1, sir.
Loudly. Internal ga pressure ledu, external ga pressure ledu. Then where the stresses will act? Stresses will act at the common surface. Understand? So this is your cylinder and this is the tube which is covered on the top of the cylinder. So the stresses will act at the common surface anamata. So ee common surface valla stresses act hote. Why? Because the main cylinder is fitted with another cylinder, isn't it? Okay. So this is the portion. So this is called common surface. Understand? So now initial stresses which we are going to calculate like this. R2 is equal to radius at the common surface P is equal to, then what will be the pressure here? Ikkada unde pressure entamma? What will be the pressure here? Ikkada unde pressure name pressure antam. Anyone? So this pressure is called shrinkage pressure. Understand? So why? Because this outer tube is pressuring this cylinder. Okay, cylinder ki outer tube anedi ikkada oka pressure istundi. Can anyone tell me what type of shrinkage pressure it is? Perlone undi. Shrinkage ante enti? Compression. Isn't it? Right? Yes or no? Please Amma, respond and fast ga.
Yes, sir.
So P will be the shrinkage pressure. Okay. So this we have to understand it clearly. So this is the initial stresses where R2 is the radius at the common surface and P will be the shrinkage pressure. And so let's calculate what will be the inner tube dimension. Inner tube, inner radius. Enta inner radius? R1. Outer radius? R2. Okay, so for let's calculate what is the stresses develops in this inner tube. Inner tube lo stresses man calculate chestam. Then we will calculate for the outer tube. So inner tube ante this one. So inner tube yokka radius em untayi? Inner radius is the R1 and the outer radius is R2 for the inner tube. Understand? So what is the Lami's equations here? Okay, so from this we are going to do, so let me erase this. So let's keep the diagram as it is. So by that you can able to understand, these things. Okay, so in the inner tube, the inner radius is R1 and the outer radius is R2, right? Yeah. So from the Lami's equation, what are the Lami's equations, Amma? Sigma R is equal to B by R square minus A. Sigma C is equal to B by R square plus A. Okay. So what are the boundary conditions? Just now we wrote for the inner cylinder, your R is equal to R1. And what will be the radial pressure inside? 0, isn't it? So R is equal to R2. And what will be the radial pressure at the common surface? Pressure P. Okay, let's take pressure as P. Okay, substitute this here. So from here we can able to get B by R1 square minus A is equal to 0. This is one equation, right? And next one, B by R2 square minus A is equal to P. Understand? So what are these two equations, Sama? So this equation is radial stress at inner surface, and this is the radial stress at the common surface. Antena, right? So these two are equations for what? These two are equations for A tube kamma ide. These two radial stresses are for which tube?
Inner tube.
Very good. Inner tube. Right? So in the same way, let's calculate what are the radial stresses based on the boundary conditions for the outer tube. Outer tube kela untundo chuddam. Okay. So have you noted? So these two are the inner tube stresses. Okay. So let me erase only this. So because a drawing should be there with you. So to understand it clearly. Okay, yeah. So next, outer tube. Outer tube. So outer tube your inner radius entama. Outer tube your inner radius R2. Outer tube R3, right? So your sigma R is equal to B1 by R square minus A dash. Sigma C is equal to B dash by R square plus A dash. Enti rendu? So these two are Lami's equations. So why? Because earlier two Lami's equations are for inner cylinders where A and B are constants. So these two are Lami's equations for the outer tube. So by that I represent it as A dash and B dash. Okay. So these two are the Lami's equations. And can anyone tell me what are the boundary conditions? R is equal to R3. So where radial stress is equal to enta cheppagalra? R is equal to R3. What is the radial stress at outer surface? Outer surface the radial stress enta?
0.
0. Very good. And R is equal to R2. And what will be the radial stress? P.
P,
because R is equal to R2 is nothing but at the surface. Understand? So now substitute these values and let's make an equation. So let's make an equation. So for calculating the stresses. Okay. So what we get once you substitute these two here. B dash by R3 square minus A dash is equal to 0. B dash by R2 square minus A dash is equal to P. Okay. So this is your third equation and this is your fourth equation. Okay. So now what are the constants, Summer? So the four constants are A, B, A dash, B dash. Okay. So these are supposed to be found, okay, to calculate your radial stresses at all the places. At all the places and inner surface of the inner tube, outer surface of the inner tube, and outer surface of the outer tube, inner surface of the outer tube. So like that we can able to calculate all the stresses, okay, based on these four equations. Okay. So for calculating this, you have to calculate first what are the constants of A, B, A dash, B dash for the problem. Okay. So these are the equations for what? When your cylinder is not subjected to any kind of pressure inside. Okay. Local pressure lenappudu, what will be the equations manam chusam. Okay. So now in the same way, let's do what will be the stresses due to fluid pressure. And when the cylinder is subjected to fluid pressure inside like this, okay, so then what will be the pressure? Okay, so now let's do that. So then we can able to calculate the final stresses, which is the summation of the initial stress plus stress developed due to internal pressure in the cylinder. Okay, so now keep the heading. Now keep the heading stresses due to fluid pressure. So in the what stresses we have calculated? We have calculated the stresses when there is no fluid. So by that only stress will develop at the common surface. Now when the stress is developed due to fluid pressure, as in the compound cylinder, what happens? The fluid is admitted and the intensity of the pressure is going to be resisted, jointed by the section. Okay. So section దగ్గర joint అనేది చాలా strong గా ఉండాలి. By applying these Lami's equations, we can able to calculate the compound cylinder under internal pressure as by taking the Lami's equations. Sigma R is equal to B by R square minus A. Sigma C is equal to B by R square plus A. Okay. And what are the boundary conditions, Amma? So these are the Lami's equations. What are the boundary conditions? Can anyone tell me, for calculating the stresses due to fluid pressure, what will be the boundary conditions? R is equal to R1, sigma R is equal to P1. Andukada? So pressure which is acting inside the cylinder. And R is equal to R3, where sigma R is equal to 0. Antena? Isn't it? So R is equal to R1, where pressure will be P1. R is equal to R3. So that means outer tube yoka outer end. Your sigma R is equal to 0. So substitute these two. What you will get? P1 is equal to B by R1 square minus A. 0 is equal to B by R3 square minus A. Okay. So here you have to find out the constants A and B. A, B are constants here. Okay, for calculating the intensity of circumferential stresses which is developed due to the fluid. Okay, so for when the fluid is when the cylinder is subjected to fluid pressure, just you have to calculate the stress developed, okay, inside the cylinder, okay, based on the boundary conditions, as taking R is equal to R1 and R is equal to R3. Understand? So by this, these two equations you will get. So you have to calculate the constants A and B. Substituting these in this, by that you can able to calculate the maximum radial stress in the cylinder. Not only radial stress, even you can able to calculate the circumferential stress also. Okay, so this is how we can able to solve the problems. So finally, as I told you, what will be your final stress? Final stress formula ela raichama? Very, very important for competitive exams. Your final stresses is equal to initial stresses plus stress due to fluid pressure. అర్థమవుతుందా? Yeah, this is the way how we can able to calculate the final stresses which is developed due to initial stress plus due to stress due to fluid pressure. Understand? Very, very, very important. So how we have calculated this initial stresses ఎలా calculate చేస్తాం without any pressure internally and externally. So the stress developed at the common surface అనేది initial stress అన్నమాట. Okay, and then stresses due to fluid pressure ఏంటి, when the stress is developed due to pressure acting inside the cylinder, that stress will be your radial stress developed due to fluid pressure. So by summating these two without and with the fluid pressure, the final stress can be calculated. Okay, so now I will let you know the stress diagrams of the cylinder for all these three things. Final stress యొక్క stress diagram ఎలా ఉంటుంది, initial stress యొక్క stress diagram ఎలా ఉంటుంది, stresses due to fluid pressure ఎలా ఉంటుందో నేను చూపిస్తాను. Okay, so the stress diagram for all these will be like this. So let me erase this. I will try to show it here itself. Okay, so these are very, very important, Amma. So you have to know the variants, how the stress diagrams are also going to be calculated. If you try to solve a problem on this, so definitely you can able to understand this pressure, stress variations at each and every location. Okay, so let me take the same here. This is center kada. Okay, so this is the outer tube and this is the inner tube. Okay, and this is the center, right? So final stress diagram ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే, your stress diagram will be roundy. So here it will be more, okay, at this particular joint. Okay, so why? Because it is center kada. Stress diagram ippudu manam we are going to represent it from its inner surface only. One second. From its inner surface only, isn't it? Okay, so ఇది inner surface kada, only three surfaces manakuntai. This is center of the cylinder, right? So inner surface lo stress ఎలా ఉంటుంది, and this is your final stress diagram. So all these are under tension. Okay, so మొత్తం టెన్షన్ లోనే ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట. And if you draw the another stress diagram, so which is the initial stress, your initial stress will be like this. Okay, this is your initial stress. Okay, see, once you solve the problem based on the values only you can represent. So in this is under tension and this is under compression. Okay, and what will be the stress due to the fluid pressure? Fluid pressure ఉన్నప్పుడు your stress diagram ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే, okay, so it is completely under tension. Understand? So these are the stress diagrams. So now let's understand it clearly. By summing these two only, the final stress is developed, isn't it? So see, when the cylinder is subjected to fluid pressure internally, so definitely at inner surface your stresses will be more and the outer surface the stresses will be less. Is okay na? Right? This we all know. Next one, this is the initial stress. Initial stress ekka develop ayindamma? This initial stress was developed at which location? Initial stress ekka develop avutundi? It developed at the common surface kada. So ee common surface దగ్గర what happens, due to common surface for the inner tube and outer tube, ante kada, inner tube ki outer tube ki the common surface, isn't it? So by that the stress variation will happens at the common surface. అర్థమవుతుందా? సో ఆ కామన్ సర్ఫేస్ దగ్గర స్ట్రెస్ వేరియేషన్ జరుగుతుంది అనమాట, రైట్? సో దట్ ఇస్ ద రీజన్ వై యువర్ స్ట్రెస్ డయాగ్రామ్ ఈస్ పాజిటివ్ అండ్ నెగిటివ్. ఓకే, సో ఎట్ ద కామన్ సర్ఫేస్ అంటే the sign convention changes at the common surface, and this is the final stress. అంటే ఏంటి? summation of these two will gives you a final stress. So final stress, by adding these two, so we can able to represent it as stress at this point and stress at this point, and at common surface your stress will vary, and total your stress variation will be always tension. Okay, so this is the final stress diagram, how it looks like. Understand? So this is what about the derivation and equations for a compound members or a compound cylinder, right? So by keeping all these in mind, we can able to solve problems on okay compound members or a compound cylinders. Understand? Okay, very important amma. Okay sir, competitive exams lo ee diagrams ichi they may ask you to identify which is the final stress, which is the initial stress, which is the stress due to fluid pressure ani kuda adutaru. Okay, like AE AEE exams. అందువల్ల ఇది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఈ డయాగ్రామ్స్ కానీ అండ్ దిస్ ఈక్వేషన్ కానీ. ఓకే, సో ప్లీజ్ నోట్ డౌన్ వెరీ కేర్ఫుల్లీ. సో నౌ లెట్స్ ట్రై టు సాల్వ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్. యాక్చువల్లీ వీ హ్యావ్ కవర్డ్ principal stress and strains కదా, దాని మీద ఏం ప్రాబ్లం చేయలేదు. సో లెట్ మీ టెల్ యూ దాట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఫస్ట్, దెన్ వీ విల్ సాల్వ్ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఆన్ ద కాంపౌండ్ మెంబర్స్, రైట్? సో దిస్ ఇస్ హియర్ ఇస్ ద క్వశ్చన్. ఎ థిక్ సిలిండర్ షెల్ ఈజ్ ఆఫ్ 300 mm. అందరికి కనిపిస్తుందమ్మా? ఇస్ ఇట్ విజిబుల్? యా. సో ఎ థిక్ సిలిండర్ షెల్ ఈజ్ ఆఫ్ 300 mm internal diameter and has to withstand an internal pressure of 30 meganewton per meter square. If the permissible tensile stress of the shell is 150 meganewton per meter square and Poisson's ratio is 0.3, calculate the thickness of metal necessary for the cylinder on the bars. Okay, sorry, on the basis of 4 failure theories. Em adutunnaru? Maximum principal stress dwara what will be your thickness, maximum principal strain dwara what will be your thickness, maximum shear strain dwara stress dwara what is your thickness, maximum strain energy dwara what is your thickness. Okay, so this is what they are asking you to do, and neglect the longitudinal direct stress. Longitudinal direct stress అనేది మీరు neglect చేసుకోవచ్చు. Okay, so this is the problem given. So how to solve this problem? Yesterday I have shown you the equations, right? Maximum principal stress, maximum principal strain, shear stress, strain energy, ఈ equations అన్ని నేను చెప్పానా లేదా, right? So that formulas you can able to calculate the thickness easily. అర్థమవుతుందా? సరే, ఎలా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తారు థిక్నెస్? నేను గ్లాన్స్ చూపిస్తానమ్మా. యా. సో వాట్ ఇస్ ద గివెన్ డేటా? ఏమి ఇచ్చారమ్మా గివెన్ డేటాలో? ఫస్ట్ a thick cylinder. So there is a thick cylinder, okay, is of 300 mm internal diameter. Internal diameter 300 mm anta. Okay, then what will be your radius?
150 mm.
150 mm. Okay, do you know the thickness? Tells the thickness? Telida? Thickness is unknown. Why? Because you don't know the external diameter also. Okay. So what else given? Internal and has to withstand an internal pressure itcher P1 in the 30 meganewton per meter square. If the permissible tensile stress of the shell is 150 meganewton per meter square, what is that? What is that 150? So which is the permissible tensile stress? ఇప్పుడు ఎవరైనా చెప్పగలరా వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ పర్మిసిబుల్ టెన్సైల్ స్ట్రెస్? నేను మనం ప్రిన్సిపల్ స్ట్రెస్ అండ్ స్ట్రెయిన్స్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ రాసాం కదా, దాంట్లో ఏ పారామీటర్ ఇచ్చినట్టమ్మా ఈ ప్రాబ్లంలో? విచ్ పారామీటర్ వాజ్ గివెన్ యాజ్ అ పర్మిసిబుల్ టెన్సైల్ స్ట్రెస్? Can anyone?
Sigma r less than or equal to
ఏ వాల్యూ ఇచ్చినట్టు ఇక్కడ పర్మిసిబుల్ టెన్సైల్ స్ట్రెస్ అంటే ఇండికేట్ విత్ ద సింబల్ వాట్?
sigma, sir.
Very good, sigma. Why? Because in every equation we know that your stress should always be less than or equal to kada, అందుకనే పర్మిసిబుల్ టెన్సైల్ స్ట్రెస్ ప్రాబ్లం లోనే ఇచ్చారు. ఎంత? 150 మెగా న్యూటన్ per meter square. Okay, very good. And next, Poisson's ratio is given as 0.3. That's it. So now let's get started. What is your R1? R1 we know this is 150 mm. Okay, so straight away నేను ఫార్ములాస్ రాస్తున్నాను చూడండి. ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఏం అడిగారు? మాక్సిమం ప్రిన్సిపల్ స్ట్రెస్. అందరు చేయాలి, క్యాలిక్యులేటర్స్ ఉంటే ఓపెన్ చేయండి. సో యూ క్యాన్ డూ ఇట్. మాక్సిమం ప్రిన్సిపల్ స్ట్రెస్ ఫార్ములా ఏంటమ్మా? యువర్ సిగ్మా షుడ్ ఆల్వేస్ బి లెస్ దాన్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్ టు వాట్? ఎంత? సిగ్మా ఆర్ ఆఫ్ k square plus 1 by k square minus 1. అవునా? కరెక్టేనా? రైట్. ఇప్పుడు వాట్ ఈస్ సిగ్మా ఆర్? ప్రాబ్లంలో ఇచ్చారా ఇవ్వలేదా?
ఇవ్వలేదు సార్.
ఇవ్వలేదా? ఆలోచించండి ఒకసారి. ఇంటర్నల్ ప్రెషర్ ఇచ్చారు ఎంత?
yes sir 30 mega newton per
ముందు నాకు చెప్పండి. ఇంటర్నల్ ప్రెషర్ ఎంత ఇచ్చారు? 30 కదా. ఇంటర్నల్ ప్రెషర్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు వాట్? రేడియల్ స్ట్రెస్. అంతేనా? రేడియల్ స్ట్రెస్ కూడా ఇలాగే కదా ఉంటుంది, రైట్? సారీ రేడియల్ స్ట్రెస్ విచ్ విల్ బి యాక్టింగ్ opposite direction. Yeah, sorry, opposite direction. Okay, internally, right? So appudu enti, both are equal. To make this member equilibrium, I have to take internal pressure which is equivalent to the radial stress. Avuna? So by that, this is. And tell me what is K value, amma?
R2 by R1, sir.
R2 by R1. That's it. So substitute your K as R2 by R1, which is unknown in this. Mottam value lo unknown edi?
R2.
ante. Okay, so once you calculate R2, okay, R2 minus R1, which gives what? R2 calculate చేస్తారు మధ్య నుంచి. Okay, you will get R2 from this equation. Why? Because you know K value which is R2 by R1, you know sigma R which is P1. Okay, calculate చేసిన తర్వాత మీకు R2 వాల్యూ వస్తుంది. How to calculate thickness? R2 minus R1. Okay, so దీని నుంచి మీకు thickness value వస్తుంది. So like this, let me write what are the thickness values. Okay, so because of the time being, you can able to solve it on your own. Understand? So the thickness of the first one is 33.75 mm వస్తుంది. So this is based on the maximum principal stress theory. అంటే maximum principal stress theory వల్ల your thickness will be 33.75 mm. Okay, so like this, let me write the values so you can able to cross check after completion of this class. అయిన తర్వాత మీరు ఒకసారి ప్రాబ్లమ్ సాల్వ్ చేయండి and you can able to cross check it. Okay, what is the second formula? ఎవరికి నిన్న చెప్పాం కదా క్లాస్ లో. వాట్ ఇస్ ద సెకండ్ ఫార్ములా? మాక్సిమం ప్రిన్సిపల్ స్ట్రెయిన్. వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఫార్ములా ఫర్ ద మాక్సిమం ప్రిన్సిపల్ స్ట్రెయిన్ అమ్మా? మాక్సిమం ప్రిన్సిపల్ స్ట్రెయిన్. ఇది కూడా ఏంటి కండిషన్? యువర్ సిగ్మా షుడ్ ఆల్వేస్ బి లెస్ దాన్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్ టు సిగ్మా ఆర్ ఆఫ్ k square plus 1 by k square minus 1 plus mu అన్న రాయొచ్చు, లేకపోతే 1 by m అన్న రాయొచ్చు. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ వాట్ ఈస్ సిగ్మా ఆర్? సిగ్మా ఆర్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 30. వి నో యువర్ k వాల్యూ is R2 by R1. ఓకే, సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ దీస్ హియర్, you will get R2 value and thickness will be R2 minus R1, and your thickness from the maximum principal strain will be 36 mm. Okay, so you will get thickness with respect to the maximum principal strain theory is 36 mm వస్తుంది. అదే maximum principal stress వల్ల మనకు వచ్చిన thickness ఎంతమా? 33.75 mm. Okay, in the same way, third one. What is the third one? Maximum shear theory. So what is the formula for the maximum shear theory? sigma should always be less than or equal to 2 sigma r into k square by k square minus 1. Antena? So from this, your thickness will be 43.5 mm. Okay, check it. With just a substitute cheyandi, you will get the value. And this value should always be less than enta 150 kanna compulsory. Sorry. E value eppudu dinikanna ekku undali. Okay, sigma should always be less than this. Okay, then only the member will be under safe condition. Fourth one, ఇది correct na? Sigma less than or equal to this should be less than or equal to sigma na?
Sir, sigma is
Yeah. అదే మిస్టేక్ చేస్తున్నాము. Sorry, I got a doubt. Yeah, we wrote a wrong thing. Yeah, this value should be less than or equal to sigma. The condition. Okay, so this should always be less than or equal to your permissible tensile stress kanna takku undali, appude మీ member safe anamata. And the fourth one is maximum strain energy theory. Maximum strain energy theory formula ఏంటమ్మా? Sigma square. Okay, so this sigma square should always be greater than or equal to, ఇలా కూడా రాయొచ్చు, less than or sigma అనొచ్చు, లేకపోతే greater than 2 sigma r square of k power 4 1 plus mu plus 1 minus mu by k square minus 1 whole square. అంతే. ఈ ఫార్ములాలో మీకు సిగ్మా r తెలుసు, k తెలుసు, r2 by r1, mu తెలుసు, which is 0.3. So substitute all these values, you will get thickness as 33 mm వస్తుంది. Understand? ఒకసారి క్రాస్ చెక్ చేయండి అమ్మా. సో మీరు క్లాస్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత, I mean whenever you are free, you can able to solve it and check it. ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఈ ప్రాబ్లం వల్ల మీకు అర్థం అవ్వాల్సింది ఏంటి? అడిగారు. Okay, you have solved the problem and you have calculated the thickness of this thick cylinder based on the 4 different failure theories. కదా? ఇప్పుడు మీరు అర్థం చేసుకోవాల్సింది ఏంటమ్మా? In which failure theory the maximum thickness occurred? In which failure theory the maximum thickness occurred out of all 4?
Maximum shear stress theory.
Shear stress theory. Ante meaning enti? Ante due to the internal pressure of the fluid around 30 mega Newton per meter square. Okay, internal pressure 30 mega Newton per meter square pressure valla nee cylinder will fail under 5 theories. Kada 5 theories lo aithe fail avutundi. Fail avvakunda undali ante it should not get failed due to principal stress ante it should maintain thickness of 33.75 mm. It should not get fail under principal strain ante 36 mm undali. It should not get fail under shear stress ante 43.5 mm undali. It should not get fail under strain energy theory ante 33 mm undali. So straight away, if I provide thickness as 43.5 mm నేను ప్రొవైడ్ చేశాను అనుకోండి, okay, will it be safe under all other 3 failures or not?
Yes, sir.
Will it be safe under all other theories also? Understand? So that is the reason why we have to calculate any dimensional property based on all theories అన్నమాట. దాంట్లో ఏదైతే మాక్సిమం వాల్యూ ఉంటుందో ఆ వాల్యూ బట్టి మీ థిక్ సిలిండర్ ని డిజైన్ చేయాలి. అంటే సో వెన్ యూ డిజైన్ యువర్ థిక్ సిలిండర్ అండర్ దట్ కేటగిరీ, so it will be safe under other failures also. So that is the reason why these principal stresses and strains are very, very important to analyze your member under different failure criteria. దాంట్లో ఏదైతే మాక్సిమం ఫెయిల్ అవుతుందో దాన్ని మనం డిజైన్ చేయగలిగితే it will be safe under another 3 theories also. Understand? So this is the meaning of the principal stress and strains. అందుకు మనం ఈ అన్ని థియరీస్ లో మనం చెక్ చేయాలన్నమాట. Okay, so this gives the design of the cylinders. Not only cylinder, this gives the design of the engineering material.